I am Dr. Elankumaran, corneal transplant, refractive and cataract surgeon. Currently, I am the medical director and practicing at Navashakti Netralaya, Outer Ring Road, HPR Layout, Bangalore. Most of the people using computers for at least more than 2 hours in a day suffer from a condition called computer vision syndrome. It is known to occur in 50 to 90% of the computer users. Usually, this presents as fatigue or pain. The problem here is not the loss of vision, but decreased productivity, irritation, work-related errors, sometimes complete exhaustion because of these problems. Now the question is how to avoid it. First and foremost, before taking up a job, get a comprehensive eye checkup by an eye specialist, not by an optician. It should be by an eye doctor done so that even minor problems in the eye are addressed. While using the computers, there are certain other important things to follow. Number one, use proper lighting in the room. When I say proper lighting, that means it should be indirect light. Direct light should not fall on the computer screen or on the eyes. So there's something called an indirect lighting wherein it falls on the roof and the roof reflects the light. This is what should be there. The room should be adequately lit. Number two, remove anything that produces glare, which means windows should be covered properly with curtains, and the computer screens or the eye should not be facing the window directly. Third, adjust the computer in such a way that it produces less discomfort. When I say this, the computer should be placed at least at an arm's length, 25 to 30 centimeters at least away from the body. The further, the better. So what we call, it should be at an arm's length so that it can be seen. The screen should be at the eye level, that is the middle of the screen should be at the eye level, and the screen should be tilted at least 15 to 20 degrees away from the person so that it is parallel to the eye axis. This produces the least strain. When it comes to screen settings, make sure that the screen brightness is the same as that of the room level. How do we check this? You can open a blank Microsoft Word document and just see whether the screen appears brighter, duller or same. It should be same. These settings can be easily controlled from the control panel. Third, most important thing is whenever you are looking continuously at a monitor, learn to blink. Now how to blink? It should at least be 20 times in a minute, and it should be a voluntary blink and it should be a complete blink. It has been found that long-term computer users usually blink 3 to 4 times in a minute. The normal blink rate, what is ideal, is 20 times in a minute. So be conscious, voluntarily blink at least 20 times in a minute. There's something else that you need to follow. Continuously looking at a near object or a computer produces strain. That is because a certain group of muscles are fatigued. So to relax this, we follow what is called as a 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes you work on a computer, look at an object which is at least 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. Now what I tell my patients normally, get up from the chair, move around, look at a tree or something which is on the road through the window for at least 20 seconds. And after this 20 seconds, keep the eye closed for a minute and just rotate the eye so that there is even distribution of the tear film. While selecting a computer, go for a flat screen LCD or LED which is at least 19 inches in length diagonally. Along with this, choose a computer which gives the highest resolution. Now resolution in a computer is mentioned as dot pitch. Go for something which has the least dot pitch. The value what we give here is 0.28. So the dot pitch should not exceed 0.28. There's something also called as a refresh rate. This was applicable to the older CRT monitors. The newer LCD or LED monitors, you need not have to bother about the refresh rates because usually they are good. It should at least be 60 per second. As regards the font size on the computer, first check which size of font you are comfortable with, the least size of the font which you are comfortable with. Usually this is mentioned as T9, 10 or 11. And make sure that you work on the computer with at least 3 times this, which means it's not T27 if you are comfortable with T9. Normally 3 times the size of a T9 would be something like T13 or 14. That's not 27. So make sure that the size of the letters you use on your computer is at least 3 times of the size of the least size you're comfortable with. There are certain other professions where it involves working on a computer by continuously looking at a printed object. Remember to place this printed paper parallel to the computer screen and in line with the computer screen. When the distance varies, there is something called focusing in the eye that happens that keeps changing every now and then. If you keep it at the same plane, this focusing problem is minimized, so strain on the muscles is lesser. Even if you have a small power, it is advised to wear those glasses. There are certain computer eyewear that was available, but with the advent of LCD and LED screens, these have become less relevant now because most of the screens already have a component of anti-glare on the screen. The last question which we normally get is, can contact lens be used continuously while working on the monitor? There has been various studies that have been done. Contact lens by itself is not harmful, but while working on the computer, it increases the problems of dry eyes as well as the fatigue that happens. So it increases the computer vision syndrome. Hence, in one sentence, if you have to say, contact lenses are better avoided. Glasses are better, and if you want to remove glasses, go for refractive surgery. The last precaution that you have to take, meet the ophthalmologist or the eye doctor regularly, at least once in a year, and if he notices an element of dryness in your eyes, he will prescribe a lubricating drop that needs to be used frequently when you are using the computer. All these things will reduce the strain which is caused by computer. Commonly we call this computer vision syndrome.